You get the Dusty Dyke bitch over Joe Budden podcast. I don't even know who she is. She can't stop talking about me. They keep talking about the war in Chirac. Completely incorrect. The war in Chirac ain't won't pop me off, but you know, the uneducated scammers like that will say that. And by the way, Shorty, please don't hop in a beef. If you ever want to squabble, I don't want to get put on the Maino pull-up list. Maino, this is all potted. We're doing all potted right here, brother. Do not get mad at me.
P.O.P. Hold it down.
What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Goods, XY. We back in the building, man. Listen, man, DJ Akademiks is back to his bullshit. I mean, when has he ever stopped? He hasn't stopped. But DJ Akademiks, if you don't know, has been going back and forth with Maino. Now, Maino is on the podcast with Fabulous, Dave East, and Jim Jones. But it all started with DJ Akademiks basically going at their pod to talk about how they dress.
Let me see, how old is Fabulous? Fabulous is 48 years old. These days when I'm seeing Fabulous, you know, by the way, there's nothing wrong with trying to dress well, but at certain points, I'm like, is Fab serious? Like, I can't really tell.
You know, he said that, you know, the way that they're dressing right now, they're trying to dress like YNs. And listen, man, if you talk about somebody's style, somebody who's on a podcast, people who actually care about their style, they're gonna respond back, man. So Maino responded back, and Maino basically insulted his body.
Akademiks, I know you're not talking. You got the audacity to be speaking on niggas and what niggas is wearing, talking about the proximity between what niggas is wearing and their age. I feel like you built like a dyke. I feel like you built like no, listen, 100%. Listen, feel like you built like a wet bag of laundry. I feel like you built like a jar of relish. Ain't no difference between young and old niggas. It's only time. It's either you a lame or you not. It's either you with it or you not. It's either you understand or you don't.
DJ Akademiks decided to respond. But what I found interesting was the fact that with DJ Akademiks' response, he kept throwing this thing in there of don't fight me, don't try to beat me up. I find it weird how his tone always changes depending on who he's talking to.
Maino, here's the thing. You need to cut it. Maino said, yo, it's either you this, you that, you this, is that. Yo, Maino, let me give you the details real quick. And this is why I told you, boy, you couldn't win a rap battle. Don't come over here and think you could win a battle on these microphones where we're talking and we're trading ideas with. I keep telling you, I'm Jay-Z, Kareem, Wilt, fucking Michael Jordan, and motherfucking Tom Brady rolled up in one. You can't fuck with me. Come on, stop playing. Hold on. Yo, by the way, Maino, you know we're potted, right? I got to put some ground rules down into this because, you know, these niggas, when you beat them with the words, now they try to beat you up. I got to put some ground rules. Yo, when you beat them with the words, they try to hold on now.
Now, people know that Maino probably will slap a nigga up, man. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. And I feel like that alone should show you how to maneuver out in these streets, right? I just think there's a problem with the way that things go down. You have these internet people like Akademiks, the Trap Lord Rosses of the world, Aiden Ross's guys, man, who fall under the same boat. You know, they kind of maneuver the space with this idea that I could talk shit and say whatever I want and say things that are borderline disrespectful as long as I don't talk about violence, right? They have this idea that if I don't talk about violence, then you can't do anything about it. Now, they hide behind the bullying stamp, right? I do understand the idea of being a civilian when it comes to street shit, right? I get that. There's certain shit that if you're labeled a civilian, you shouldn't be involved in street shit. And I do also believe that if you're a civilian, you shouldn't talk street shit. It's crazy to see how they teeter on that line when it's beneficial to them, because this whole time that he's talking shit to Maino, he's just basically saying, don't beat me up.
Jim, don't laugh too much. You still, that beard is too gray. I got you too. Don't worry. Hey, by the way, I want to let y'all know, if any of y'all niggas get mad, we're potted. Okay?
Oh!
Now, DJ Akademiks is also going back and forth with Mona from the Joe Budden podcast. Now, she went in on him.
Yeah, back to the academic shit we was talking about. Maino basically said in so many words that he knows the whores and the hoes call act chicken nugget. I would like to also say I've heard the same. If you fuck somebody like Akademiks, as big as his mouth is, you're going to say something about that being little because it's funny. Especially his build. He already built like a baby mom. So it's like built like baby mom with this little ass. It's funny as shit. Yes, I'm not a big fan of him.
The constant thing here is that Akademiks is just a lame trying to maneuver in a space that he wants to use the civilian, I'm not a violent person umbrella in.
They trying to get the bullying They don't realize that bullying is out. That's the thing with them.
Obviously, he has to drink Henny for him to talk any type of shit. So he drinks his Henny, and with Mona, his tone is just a little bit different.
Because you know what? You get the Dusty Dyke bitch over Joe Budden podcast. I don't even know who she is. She can't stop talking about me. They keep talking about the war in Chirac. Completely incorrect. The war in Chirac ain't won't pop me off, but you know, the uneducated scammers like that will say that. And by the way, Shorty, please don't hop in a beef. If you ever want to squabble, I don't want to get put on the Maino pull-up list. Maino, this is all potted. Bitch, we don't want to hear the dyke bitch that's a white chick, come from Philly, nothing attractive, just saying a bunch of dumb shit, limited knowledge and limited vocabulary. Any of y'all niggas get mad? We're potted. Dyke looking bitch on Joe Budden podcast, like, is she piling on? Like, ho, we don't know you, Shorty.
Man, it's a little stronger, it's more confident. But then with Maino, it's like, yo, I'm gonna say this, don't beat me up. I'm gonna do this, don't beat me up. I'm gonna talk about this, don't beat me up.
I don't want to get put on the Maino pull-up list. Maino, this is all potted. We're doing all potted right here, brother. Do not get mad at me.
This internet shit is just stupid, man, because that's just the way the world works. People should know who to test, when to test. If you don't want to get f***ed up out here, there's certain things that you just don't say to certain people. Just like you wouldn't go poke a fucking bear because you understand the consequences. We've gotten to a space where people try to mask it as bullying.
Hey, him and Jim Jones, they're trying to bully their way into the content space. They want to bully the attention.
It's not bullying if you talking shit. If you jumping into that world of talking shit, there is a very good chance that you're teetering on the line of being disrespectful. Once you're disrespectful, all that shit goes out the window. In public, people know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. They size you up and they understand it. The same way that you size up Maino and you know his history, you should understand it. You should understand that if y'all see each other, it's not gonna be all games, because these are not games that they play. And that's where the disconnect comes. You have somebody like him and they hide behind this "I will call the cops" attitude. But then again, they want to be able to talk all the shit they want and talk about all the street shit that they want to talk. Akademiks will sit there and giggle away, talk shit, and get disrespectful, and then at the same time say, if you check me, it's bullying.
They got this thing where they say it's content.
Yeah.
But there's a thin line between content and disrespect.
Right.
Because, you know, I think that it's more disrespect under the guise of being content.
So he had a conversation with Charleston White, and in this conversation, you could hear him basically copping that plea.
He can't really go toe for toe in this realm, so he's trying to pull me down to start mentioning some street about him.
Look at how many times he mentions them being street and them trying to bring street shit in the conversation.
He's trying to drag me to the place where people gonna be like, oh man, now you said that about some street shit, he gotta see you in the streets.
No, this ain't no gangster talk. We ain't gonna do no gangster shit.
Now, you stay in your lane, homie. You keep being our journalist.
Back and forth. They're not witty enough. They're not slick enough.
Now, you keep staying in your lane as a journalist.
Trying to play mind games right now to basically make it seem like anything that they talk that's anything close to street, anything close to any violence, it's them bullying. But in the streets, you wouldn't go say the things that you saying online to Maino's face, because it would probably end up with violence. Nobody on the street is gonna let you disrespect them and then ask you, wait, are you civilian? They fucking you up on sight. The disrespect is there, you getting up. They don't care about whether you a street guy, civilian. They don't care about none of that shit. And this is why the internet is so crazy, because it's created this space where these people feel like they can say whatever they want. And Akademiks hooked up with Charleston White. Charleston White is a perfect example, because Charleston White is on the internet. He's talking the violent shit, but he's also saying, I will call the cops.
The issue with you, that's why they don't want it, is that they know they can't beat you when they going back and forth.
I'm gonna disrespect their mama, their kid, they bitch, they dead homie, and tell them I'm gonna call the police, you do something, and make him sit on this cause don't none of them wanna go to Rockland Island.
That's true.
And it's a crazy position for these people to be in, because it's like, yo, you know, these niggas just don't stand on anything. You know, they would definitely talk shit and call the police. It's the same way these guys walk around with bodyguards and they poke their chest out and they act tough because they know that the bodyguards would defend them. You got to understand, man, there's consequences to everything. You got to pick your battles wisely. And Akademiks has picked his battles in a way, because the way he goes at Mona and the way he goes in with that, he doesn't go in the same way way with Maino or Jim Jones. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these guys, they literally was minding their business, man. These guys doing their podcast. Who cares if they 50s and they 40s? Who the fuck cares, man? All this age shit is just insane to me, man. These guys are guys who have been in hip hop for years. I don't care if Maino sold one record. Maino has been in hip hop for years, so they have something to talk about. This is why you have streamers who sit there and do nothing. I watch them do nothing for hours, and there's an audience for that. Just like there's an audience for the people who want to hear the shit that Maino or Dave East or Fabulous or Jim Jones gotta say. This age shaming shit in podcasting is just insane to me, man. And for somebody like Akademiks, who very well is close to his 40s, it's crazy that you sitting here saying this shit as a fucking streamer, man. Streaming shit with an audience that is fucking 20 years younger than you. You are catering to a young audience, sir. So for you to age shame these people, man, and that's all you can talk about, and you're worried about how they're dressing, it's just insane to me, man. While you're like approaching 40, still trying to dress like these young boys.
What is that?
The hypocrisy is there, but also, man, the bitch assness is there for sure. You know, all this talk about, you know, you can't do this to me because, you know, don't bring violence in it. Please don't bring violence. But let me talk a little bit of shit right here, but don't bring violence. Let me talk about how you got cut in prison, but don't bring violence to me.
Yeah. He has what they call a $150 scar on his face. He said he tried to cut somebody, and the guy came back and cut him back. All of these things, you start to wonder, I'm like, if he's so big, bad, and tough, how come all the people that's doing stuff to him, doing stuff around him?
Maino, this is all potted. We're doing all potted right here, brother.
It's one of those situations where it's like, this is kind of what you expect. These guys have been hiding behind this, you know, if I say something to you that, you know, I'm bringing facts, you want to bring violent shit. No, it's not the fact that you're bringing facts. It's not the fact that you're talking shit or going back and forth. It's the fact that you are teetering on borderline disrespectful. It's so easy for you to talk about record sales to the point where you start talking about somebody getting cut in prison. It's easy to teeter on that line. The problem is that y'all get so bold, you start getting this Henny in your system, and then you get disrespectful. But hey, that's just my thoughts on it. I just don't like this whole, if you say you're gonna do some shit to me, you're a bully. No, if you keep talking shit, if you saw somebody in real life and you kept talking shit in their face, eventually some violence is gonna come out. They're not gonna have a kumbaya with you and say, you know what, man, you just a civilian. It don't work like that, man. You gotta understand the battles that you choose. You wouldn't go poke a fucking bear. You wouldn't go talk shit to Maino in his face in public. You wouldn't do that. So on a microphone, you shouldn't do that. Talking about music, talking about different things about their careers, those are open gates, man. That's open gates for conversation. Those are open gates for criticism, right? You can talk about that stuff. When you start turning it into personal shit, you start talking about people's past and you start insulting the clothes they wear and then basically trying to insinuate that they're lame because they're trying to dress like YNs, you gotta expect somebody to check you. That's just how it goes, man. And when they check you, you're the one that did wrong, so you gotta take that shit. But when you come back and you talk shit and mask it around, I will call the police. And I've told y'all this before. This is why I constantly say that this is why he roams the way that he does. It's because he's the type that will call the police. And this is what they use as a shield. They use this as a shield to talk the shit they talk and go in places and basically bait is to do shit. And then when they don't do shit, they get online and they antagonize them and say, oh, well, they didn't do anything. They claim they're this and they claim they're that. You're talking street shit now. You can't go to somebody and say that they claim that they're tough guys and they're this and this and that. And then in the same breath say, but if you touch me, I'll call the cops. Shit crazy, man. But this is the environment that we're in, man. We're in this environment now and this how they maneuvering, man. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. As always, y'all already know the deal. Shout out to the people that subscribe. We had 2 birthdays passed and I want to give a birthday shout out. I kept forgetting to do this. I want to give a birthday shout out to Chocolate Tie and Fit Mommy. One time for y'all. Happy birthday to y'all, man. I hope y'all had a great birthday. Chocolate Tie was on vacation. Fit Mommy, I'm sure she went to the gym and did her thing on her birthday. But shout out to them. Shout out to all the members of the channel. Shout out to the Foot of Love members right here. Shout out to them. I still got my chat here on the side. I don't know why. So yeah, if you see the chat there, it's from last night's chat. Yeah, shout out to the people, man. You already know the deal. It's your boy Goods, BigZoeTV. Let's go.
Fun to do bad things.
Take off the short nail, take off the dope, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that goes out, that bullshit off, and what do you have?